Okay, hello guys. Hope you're doing well. We are at another backtesting session, and it's gonna last for about 2 hours approximately. So, okay, let's go for it. So we saw previously the ES in the end by the end of January 2023 that did we see here try to sell, recovered. That was a fair breakdown of these lows recovered again. So the bulls are still very active. And now we saw some kind of an attempt to sell, which was also recovered. But now we want to see if that attempt was actually like a bigger move, which going to happen to drop the ES back in this level, so even lower, or it was just a small like fair breakdown in order to break high. So so for the moment, there's nothing on happening. We're just above the uh, we're on the 26th of January, and we're just going sideways above the previous DVA high. Okay, so the last attempt to go short, no, for this early movement was actually this movement here. Was this movement which was bought off? Okay, so now we're gonna see if these lows are gonna hold here, or they're gonna get bought off as well. So we need to remove. No, actually, I'm gonna adjust these ones to these lows, and this one is okay. Now we're just going to run and see how it's gonna play out. So this is the first low that we are looking for, and then there's other lower lows here, as you can see, just above the previous DVA high. We can see here there is an attempt to buy. So far, nothing. No, price is climbing. Let's see if it's gonna get rejected. The highs. There's nothing to do here. I'm just waiting for the price to come right down. See that the buyers they can't break the highs here, but the buyers are defending the DVA high. This is by the closing day of the 26th of January, so there's nothing for us to do now. This gonna close at the highs. So we see there was a breakout in the end. Let's see if it's gonna hold or not. Okay, I'm pausing for a moment because I want to draw again the new previous DVA right there. Okay, and now I can continue. So this is overnight action. So we're having these overnight lows here. We want to see if price is gonna come in to take some liquidity from inside the previous DVA, or maybe take some these lows off out, and we'll see. See, the buyers are defending the previous DVA high. We may see another continuation up. Okay, nothing so far. Oh, now we did actually a test right here, the lows right there. And let's see if we're gonna dive into or we're gonna get recovered. I don't really like this. If we could do, even if we do a fail breakdown here, uh, I don't really like, because it's at the highs. So I'm expecting to see some real fail breakdown of these lows, maybe. So I'm not inclined to take anything there. So we'll see how it goes. So nothing really, just we see the price is going sideways. It tries to build some kind of acceptance above the previous DVA high. You see here 1 hour candles, and they're all like a barcode. Okay, there we go. Okay, now we see an attempt to break again within this area. And this little level here. We can see it's at the top of the range. So if it goes inside the get out of the previous DVA high, I may take this trade. But so far it hasn't even touched it. So let's see. By the way, in theory that's a failed breakdown. Have a double touch, we'll have a multi-hours. So in theory, I should be taking this trade. But as I said, we're quite high on the, but I don't know if it's gonna work or not. I'm gonna take it nevertheless, because we saw a pullback. We saw acceptance. Okay, we saw a pullback and we saw acceptance. So for me that's enough, and I'm gonna take it, and I'm gonna keep it until the highs. So I'm gonna aim at these highs. This one first. Take maybe the 90%, maybe like 10% runner. Okay, let's go ahead and take this trade. I'm just gonna open the journal. Okay, and now we're at 46 to 25. That's it here. And let's say we're gonna do 5 points below, which is 40.53. 40, 53. Okay. And actually, I'm taking this trade because it has demonstrating the buyer's real power here on holding. So I guess it's gonna move higher, and this is what I want to capture. What I'm gonna do here now is I'm gonna draw a line right at this point, which is liquidity. That's right there, and another line, which is gonna be right at the top, right there. Okay, going back into our trade. Uh, yeah, that's correct. Put it there. We have the price, so that's less than 1 hour. Yeah, that's less than 1 hour. Uh, but if we try and take it out, it's almost 1.5. Okay, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna skip this part. I'm gonna keep it right at the highs, aiming for 1.6 hour. Okay, okay. So I'll click on it. I go to place an order, and let's say current balance 1%, stop loss, partial. So I want to take partial here, 90%, and okay. So I'm gonna open this chart and see if there's any other targets. There should be other targets, yeah. So there is this target that we have now, and there is one more target. This target is about here, so there's one more target. I'm gonna just, okay, there's one more target right here, and there's one more target. Just gonna lock it. There's one more target at this highs right there. This liquidity. Okay, going back into now the lower time frame. We can see the two other targets. So we can see the two other targets very clearly here. So this is our target, and these are the two other targets. This one is this one, and this is one. I think I have it already. Okay, I'm gonna delete that one. We don't really need it. And there should be another one of the more high, I think. Anyway, we have our target now, and then we have a second target, which is the 4095. 4095. If it goes up to there, we're gonna say save in journal. I'm gonna take a screenshot. Let's see if it plays out. Okay, confidence level, I would say I'm about 60%. Okay, so this is, I'm just writing the notes now. And I'm just saying that this is a fair breakdown happening at the highs as buyers have defended previous DVA high during ETH, setting a shelf of lows. Price has dived into the previous DVA high to acquire liquidity and have successfully backtested the previous DVA high. Uh, Even though this trade has all the characteristics of a free breakdown, it is however at the highs, making it prone to fail if sellers attempt to push lower. Uh, okay, so we got this, but then we got right. This is at the 27th of January. Okay. Okay. So let's do this. Hopefully, we're gonna get that 1.57 R. I'm not sure if we have any. Yeah, I don't have any screenshot of how much RR it is. So I'm gonna take another one. And I'm gonna take one for myself as well. Alright, that's it, and we are ready to rock and roll. Just closing this, there's no need to confuse us. So price dies twice and recovers. Let's see if we're gonna aim to take these highs. In theory, we should, because we've seen buyers defending the previous DVA high. Price comes into the previous low, previous level. Overnight there's nothing happening. There was only an attempt to sell, failed. And let's see now if we're gonna take these highs. As I said, we're at the highs, so but the barriers have shown quite a strength. So that's what I'm counting on. Okay, we took this liquidity in the midways. Okay, we see there was probably some kind of news. They didn't take us out, but I'm gonna go a bit slower now. There was a fail breakdown, grab some liquidity. Let's see. 9:30, 10 o'clock. Yes, we got that high of the structure. And that's because the market, as I said, if you can see here, we see the market how bullish it was. We see the fail breakdown at this level, and then it just keep going up and up and up, hitting sell from right now. So I was counting on that. It was a bit risky though that I put my stop loss above the previous DVA VWAP and not below. Maybe it was worth it for a few points to place it below, but anyway, that's it. Uh, okay, now we're gonna write buyers. Buyers have proven strong as I predicted. They defend the previous DVA high, and they uh, took the recent swing high, which was also the TP, the TP1. Okay, we have the runner. Now we are looking if there's going to be another fail breakdown. Wow, the price literally has skyrocketed, almost took the highs. Price are defending the pullback. Let's see if there's going to be another attempt. We almost hit that TP2 there for maybe like a half a point or something. Yeah, for 1.5 points. We didn't take the price is coming back to it. Let's see if we're gonna take it now. Yes, almost. Yeah, we took it. Okay, price hit the TP2 as well. So the price, so literally this trade is concluded. indicator is also hit after a good attempt. Price with a pull back. Sellers defended the previous DVA high for one more time, and they took the high, which was the typical uh, trade. Okay, so we continue now our progress. That was a really good trade. It was about 2% in total. That was a very decent one. Anyway, we got what we wanted. We got the highs. Let's see if we can continue, have a pullback. There's nothing for us to do here. We just have to wait for a pullback. Okay, so the day concluded. We didn't have any major pullback, just only the VWAP. So we're gonna now move our previous DVA and draw it. All right, and let's see now how price is gonna behave being inside the previous DVA. As I said, now I'm looking for a nice failed breakdown at this exact level, 40.55, 40, sorry, 40.57. Not even interested at this low. I'm looking at interesting in these lows. If we can come back and take it. Just in case, I will mark this one. Yeah, this is low. It's not very important. These lows are really important. Anyway, I'm gonna mark it just in case we see any good reaction there, just to be aware that there's a level. And I'm gonna continue and see how price now reacts. So we see here that price is back testing the breakout point, the liquidity zone, but we have this liquidity zone, but we don't have any lows there. So this is not my setup. Let's now. Which low is that? Yeah, that's another level. We don't care about that yet. So we're just gonna have to wait. Okay, so we see the price diving into no loss. We're taking X. Okay, price is coming down to test some signal. Oh, well, so I'm gonna go slow now because we're testing a significant low. If we get back into the previous DVA high, I'm gonna take the trade. I'm not taking it now. Just want to see if it's gonna reclaim the previous DVA high. It's going lower. Let's see. All right. Let's see if we're gonna do any fail breakdown here. We did. No, all right. That's a nice one. We can see here how the market is trying to sell, but it can't. Let's see it on the 10 seconds. Where's the 10-second chart? You can see the market is trying to sell repeatedly here with nothing happening. Attempt to sell. Let's see. Nothing yet. That's why I haven't entered because I haven't seen any good spike to the upside. Okay. There's a big sell to, there is a big attempt to sell there. We can see that the market really dove below this level. Let's see if we're gonna react to it. I need also to place, so this is, yeah, so this level, you see here, this level, the multi-hour self broke down. So price now I'm expecting to go at about these lows, any of these lows, any of these lows. So we have an elevator now, sell. So we're just looking to do the fair breakdown so we can take the entry. Okay, so let's see. I'm just gonna pause it for a moment because I think we have a level there that I haven't drawn. That's it. That level there. That one. Yeah, there is a level there because we see how price, how market stepped on this level to go higher. So there is a level there. Okay, I'm gonna continue another test. So now I'm waiting price to recover this level exact. So I'm waiting price to recover this level to get into the range again, and I can take the trade. So we see price hasn't been accepted inside, it only back tested it. So that means that price may continue lower if it doesn't break above. Okay, it broke above. Let's see if it's gonna hold. Nothing so far. Okay, price continuing lower after a pullback at the DVA low. we're still in the overnight of 28th, sorry, on the 30th of January. We're on the 30th now. Can go a little bit faster. We see that buyers are trying to hold the price. I think they're doing a really good job. We see price is trying to sell the count. I think we may see now that some selling. Let's see. We see a small attempt to sell lower. Let's see. We want to recover 40.56, 40.57 in order to take the trade. We still have a bit long way to go. Let's see. I think price is trying to recover now. Still hasn't succeeded yet. Let's see if it's gonna push higher. We're getting close to the level. By the way, the level I'm looking for is this level. Just gonna paint it as a blue one so we can recognize it. So that blue level I'm looking for now to take the fair breakdown. We did the fair breakdown. Just want to see if it's gonna accept inside or move lower. So that's why I don't take any trades yet. We're still on the 30th. Okay, we're getting close now. Okay. Wow. Just gonna go very slow now because we broke the level. We show some acceptance. So you can see that is a very good sign that we got accepted within this level, even though that was a bit higher than anticipated. But we saw that acceptance. We broke with force the level, came back to sell it. Nice big change of delivery of state candles. Pull back again the same level. Again, same big candle. So that is clearly a nice fail breakdown. The question is now where we're going to place the stop loss. if I place it here, that would be because the real fare breakdown happened here. Okay, this is an acceptance, but the acceptance is happening here. So where do we place the stop loss? Is a very good question. I'm gonna figure out. Just gonna place this. Okay, and there now. I'm aiming for the VWAP, the previous VWAP, which is about here. There's also a nice structure there for selling. You can see that one. So I'm gonna place right there. Okay, that's 4 point R. So we have some room below. Now let's see where we're gonna place it. If I place it here, what's it gonna be the R? Not even one. I mean, that dictates that we need to place it there. Even if it's less than 1 hour, we need to place it there. Plus 5 points below, which is the 40, 35, 40, 40, 35 is right here. Okay. So you see the market structure. Yeah. I'd rather take some profits there with a lower than 1 hour rather than going again for this highs, probably. Because there's a high chance if the market now it seems that we accept it, but if the market gets rejected right the previous, we may continue lower and we may lose everything. So not, yeah, just gonna take there some profits and continue with the runner. Actually, I'm gonna be a little bit bold, but I mean, I place it right here with these highs. We have it 1.1 hour, which makes sense to take the trade. Okay, I'm gonna aim for this 1.1 hour. Let's see how it's gonna play out. Okay, so we need to click that one. We're gonna take a trade now. I think probably that's the last one. Oh, there's one more. We have 31st of January. Okay, so I'll take a screenshot. I'm gonna attempt another one. Looking for the full recovery of the highs. Let's see if it's gonna play out. It's quite tricky. I'm gonna place an order. 1%. Side buy. Partial. Stop loss for the 34. Okay, profit is okay. This one I'm gonna aim for 90%. And this is gonna aim for 10%. And then the other one, the and we're gonna keep a runner at least to test the highs of the previous tested highs, which are a bit some there. Just a bit there. Okay, that's a bit there. Okay, right. So the next partial is gonna be at the about, let's say, 4105. Yeah, 4105. 4105. Okay, that sounds about right. We're gonna save it in journaling now. Take a screenshot. Confidence level, we're about, I would say, 70% confidence. About this move, we've seen some nice entry point here. We've seen that the price has recovered at least 4.5, almost 5 points inside the range. So I think we're going to see it play out very nicely. So we're going to write market did a nice fail breakdown at structure and was nearly that acceptance price action and time time acceptance. Uh, okay, what else? When the right market did a nice failure down, the transaction has nearly been accepted inside, showing nice acceptance, nice accepting PA and time acceptance. TP1 had to be the previous DVA high instead of the previous DVA VWAP, which is usually usually it's my target, the previous DVA VWAP, but this time we needed to have a good RR, so I pushed a little bit further the target. So TP1 had to be the previous DVA high instead of the previous DVA beta, because otherwise the RR would be only 0.71 which makes the trade not ready to be taken. Okay, all right. We're gonna open the trade and see how it's gonna go. 30 seconds. We're gonna put it a little bit fast. Okay, price is gonna hit. Oh, it's getting a nice rejection. It's hitting the previous DVAV very soon. We're testing the entry point again. Let's see if we're gonna regain control inside. Is regaining control inside. But it seems to defend for now. These lows. By the way, I'm gonna stop it now. Delete that one. Here we see an increased chance because we see here we see here we got rejected at this point, which was, let me see, what one was it? Yeah, so price got rejected at this high that was big previously. Just gonna take it a little bit slower now and see how it goes. We are below the entry now. The entry is here, and our stop loss here. So we're kind of like in the midways. We have the buyers defending that area, but let's see for how much it's gonna defend it. We have a consolidation pattern here. We see like a wedge. So we're gonna be waiting a move. Let's see if it's gonna be downside or upside. Just gonna go for 10 seconds, a little bit further. This price is retesting the lows. We saw here a really nice bullish move, but we got rejected. Let's see now if we're gonna regain control inside. Got rejected again. I'm afraid it's gonna take us out. Price is consolidating at the bottom, which is a good sign. Usually the buyers are holding it. This is more failed breakdown of the previous dip. Let's see if it's gonna hold. Price is holding so far. We're very close. Yeah, and we were taken out. We were taken out. Okay. So it's happening what I thought it would happen, that this is actually a pullback to continue lower, which happened almost at the VWAP, which is also another point. So just gonna see. So this is where the rejection happened. We were at the profits for one here, and then we just got rejected and we hit our TP, sorry, our stop loss. Okay, okay. That's why initially I was thinking of taking some profits into the take some profits at the VWAP. That's why sometimes I say, you know, you have to trust to trust the microstructure and don't try to force your ideas or your risk reward on the market. That's what I did now. I tried to force my risk reward, aiming for the previous DVA high, and then I got greedy, and then just boom, we lost the trade. Anyway, it is what it is now. We also see that market did a small liquidity sweep at the highs, right there. I see the liquidity sweep of the highs. Anyway, it is what it is. Nothing happened. So we're gonna take a fair break down. Take a screenshot. I'm gonna log this one. Gonna take another screenshot. And I'm gonna write so that one was a losing trade because we tried to force our risk reward how to call it, we try to force our risk reward expectations onto the market. More specifically, I thought of uh, setting my T1 at the previous DVA VWAP and leave on the runner, but the RR was only 0.71 and the projected RR was only 0.71. Thus, I decided to be more greedy and set TP1 at the previous DVA high instead. Market as market as it was coming from a recent rejection. It wanted to backtest the previous DVA reward and continue lower. This had as a result to cause the trade to fail. Lesson identify the high time frame Okay. Okay, let's see if we can find another trade by the end of the month. There's one more day to go. Okay, we're coming now at significant lows. Let me see what happened there. There's, okay, I'm just gonna open this trade like this. I'm gonna see now what happened. The market continues lower until the end of the day. Let's see. Yeah, the market is closing low after the recent rejection, and now I expect to find a way to find to do a squeeze. Okay, so we see the market did a big rejection, was coming down from some good buyers here, pushed the market into a pullback at the almost previous DVA high by 4 points, which was also another previous day high to the point. You see, and now it's gonna try to do another pullback, and all of what I'm guessing is it's gonna do right here. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we need now to set another new previous DVA. Okay, there we go. Nice. Let's see how it's gonna play out. I'm gonna go a little bit slower now. All right, let's see if gonna be any acceptance. Okay, so that one, there may be another trade in our plans. So we see that the price has returned. Price has returned at these really nice levels right here. This that this not. It hasn't done any failed breakdown yet, but it has done failed breakdown of these levels. So now, if I take a trade, it's going to be very conservative. Let's see. So you can see now the market is trying to do like a pullback here. The reason is that I'm a bit conservative is that if that's another pullback, we may do it at the 40.55, 40.56 here and then continue lower. So I want to be out right here. So that's going to be probably around 10 points of risk. Okay, I'm gonna try and take our last trade. Let's leave it to play the trade to see if there's any acceptance. You see, yeah, I really like I didn't enter the trade. There wasn't any acceptance. Tried to go inside and now it's failing again. It's coming again inside. You see price got rejected eventually. Let's see. Oh, now it's coming. We'll back test it again this level. Go a little bit slower. Try to sell. The overnight action is pushing really hard the previous DVA low to break, but the latter is resisting. We see here on the we see overnight the price couldn't break above the previous DVA low. I'm very likely I got very suspicious there and I didn't take the trade. It does probably another bottom here. Let's just go. So now we're actually doing some failed breakdown. We did, I think 40.28. Yeah, yeah. I think that's the level where it's this low, which is significant. And I want to see what's the reaction is gonna be now. Continues lower. Let's see. Tries to break. If it breaks, we're gonna continue lower, way lower. Okay, we saw now the rejection of these lows. So we see some kind of did like a failed breakdown, a small one. Okay, the price does it twice this low and got rejected. think it's safe to say that we can place. Let's see if I can find the exact low. This one. Yeah, yeah. Price has done only a little bit of uh, fair breakdown to these lows. These lows support the biggest structure we see here that covers the whole period. You see? So I'm just waiting now. I'm not taking any trades, but if we cross above the VWAP, I'm gonna take a trade, especially if we go within the previous DVA. So let's wait a bit. Okay, so we see the market shows a really good strength there. Okay, so I'm gonna take one last trade. If it happens, we're at a very good point. Yes. Okay, one last trade for tonight. Let's see if we can make it happen. Uh, okay, we're gonna place